Yo, what's going on, guys? And I want to talk about the San Antonio Spurs and how they're just so good in the sense that they're the best young team in the NBA in the sense that I'm not counting the Grizzlies as a young team because they're a playoff. Let's go young, non-contending, non-playoff team because we could put the Grizzlies as the best young NBA team, obviously, but I want to say best young comparing to the Thunder. I think this is, I think that's the best comparison. Let's talk about it right now. And the youngest teams in the NBA right now are. It's honestly interesting to see that it's been the same teams for the last few years that have been the youngest. Okay, and with that being said, we see teams like the Houston Rockets, the Thunder. All of those teams are near the top of the list for the age profile of being necessarily one of the youngest. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Grizzlies, Magic, Hornets, Timberwolves, like the Spurs are almost in the middle of the tier, but I would say as a team that's still rebuilding with talent, I think the Spurs have some of the best young players in the league that are going to be long-time rotational players. I don't know why I stumbled over that for a while, but Joshua Primo, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, are all guys who look like they're going to be perennial starters. And Keldon Johnson's the oldest one, being at 22 right there. And Keldon Johnson's going to be an all-star next year at 23. Okay? And Devin Vassell is over here at, 20 years old? 21 now? Okay? And that's just not even fair. You got a 19-year-old Primo. And I think Trey Jones looks like a guy who could be a high-level backup point guard, defensive pass first guard for them. And he's a guy over the last few games I know the three-point shot hasn't come around, but he's averaging about a steal a game, 7 points, 5 assists almost, on 3 rebounds, showing that he's quite capable of being a good backup point guard for them. Then they have Joe Wieskamp from Iowa, who was one of the better three-point shooters in his draft class. Then Bates-Diop, who's another young guy who's like 26, okay? Who's been around the league for a while, for 4 or 5 seasons now, and he bunch of good role players who, at the very least, are going to be high-level backups, okay? Lonnie Walker looks like he could be a perennial 6-man. And Zach Collins is another guy who's a reclamation project for them, and he's only 24, okay? So this is a team with a lot of guys under the age of 25 who are either going to be, at the very least, high-level backups or quite possibly be, starting quality players that you would like to have on your roster. So that's where I come down to this, and I'm thinking, hey, I think this is a win-win situation for the Spurs. I know they aren't making the playoffs this season, like deep into it, like they're a play-in team right now, but they're not like a soul that, you know what I mean, like not an insane playoff team yet. But I think they definitely have the possibility of doing it. And I think this is the most interesting part about it. And I think the team's having a lot of success, and we need to just keep supporting for them. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this? And are you guys on the same page with me, or am I just ludicrous? Am I just a guy who's just wasting his time, hoping for the best? Okay? Because this is a team that first off, I sincerely enjoy watching them, and I think it's the best for us, okay? And we're a team that all we need is one player away. Like Keegan Murray, I've said this before, looks like he could change all the fortunes for the San Antonio Spurs. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Are you guys on the same page with me, or am I just the crazy guy who just thinks this is possible because I have faith? But that's basically it for me, guys. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this topic, and if I'm just the one who's being unrealistic. But that's basically it for me today, guys. I hope you guys do have a great day. I'm gonna peace out. A-Town style. You know how it is. Okay. But yeah. That's basically the video for today. Bye-bye.